Hey there, guys. It's me, Countess, and I'm back with another poem out of the talent show contest chapter in the memoirs Billy shares by Tom U. Harriet. Today, guys, we're going to look at a poem called I've Carried That Weight. Yes, this is like Billy's full circle moment kind of in this poem. It is a little bit lengthy, but very entertaining to hear. I hope you stay with me till the end of the poem. Let's begin. At first, I played too hard to get. Maybe someday, but no, not yet. For me to fly Paul's broken wings, I knew they'd pay most anything. It was a gamble, a risk, a bet. I wasn't humble, not one bit. The highest price I knew they'd bring, they'd do my will to make me sing. I asked them all in earnest candor, just how far they'd take this yonder. But neatly they willed all Paul's deeds, so sweetly they filled all my needs. Must I conform and never wander, or could I cut this vow asunder? More questions as I took the lead. Will it be Paul or I who bleeds? I said I'd drink from Paul's old cup. I'd break his bread and eat his sup. So lavishly they filled the pot and gave me everything I've got. I'd be their fool. I'd be their pup. I took the cup and drank it up. I'd take the heat and be as hot to double everything they taught. Would I become the man I'd feign? Would playing Paul make me insane? If I'd become whom we bereave, they'd have to lengthen every sleeve. My bricks could do to stop his reign. I'd fix the hole to ease his pain. Under their souls I should relieve. Entreat me not to ever leave. Would I be theirs with no back door? Could I be Paul and nothing more? Completely I'd receive the fee, forgetting I would not be free. I signed that I would do the chore until I die, though it's a bore. But looking forth, I could not see that I no longer could be me. Would I lose my soul with all I'd gain? Or could I hide what I'd disdain? Would my heart turn proud and sour when all changed in just 1 hour? When I replaced Paul's broken brain, I'd guide the trips on the mystery train and arrange their ivory tower, captured by my new Paul power. So I supplied the happy news that I'd forsake that life I'd lose. And when I'd play as Paul that way, revolve the world from night to day, I'd trade their bubblegums for blues and let me keep my tennis shoes. No beetle boots on this display, just comfy feet and lots of play. Now, baby, I'm that man today, and since that stupid bloody day, it's all been mine for this whole time. They pay just fine to sing and rhyme. But Paul still tells me what to say, and he tells me how to play. 'Cause since he crashed and lost his mind, I've been obliged to lend him mine. Though of his mates I'm far from least, and from his plate I still can feast. I'm just as full who drinks his bowl. It's not just cool to play this role. I've seen it all from west to east, as I've become his singing beast. For every missing dot or mole, I fixed the whole, replaced his soul. Your Paul has gone where I remain. It's not some silly little game. It's in his name if I rise or fall. My legacy is all for Paul. For his mistakes, I get the blame. For all my work, he gets the fame. We're not the same. I'm much too tall. I got his Dane. She was a doll. She helped me go from Saul to Paul, but wasn't really on the ball. So when I gave Linda a try, Jane Asher left without a sigh. 'Twas Linda till her passing call, and now there's yet another doll. They all knew I was not that guy, but helped me as I lived the lie. Now, when at last I end this song, I must get back home where I belong. Your Paul is dead. I wrote his best. McCartney's dead, so let him rest. With thanks to George, Ringo, and John, all whom I've served, but much too long. Now that I've passed your stupid test, your Paul is dead, so let him rest. Good night, Paul. Don't ask me why I can no longer live your lie. It's time to fly. Sleep now, don't cry. Let slumber fill your golden eyes. No more hello, hello. It's time to go. Just lullaby, bye-bye. I say goodbye. I've carried your weight. Yeah, I've carried your weight a long, long time. I've carried that weight. Yeah, I've carried that weight for a long, long time. I've carried that weight all along, long, long, for a very, very long, long time. For a very long, long, long. It was a very hard and heavy time. Wow. Bill's struggles, Yeah, I mean, what a way to end the poem, right? Kind of heavy, just like you said, it's not a silly little game. Like this is for real, and it's all in tow with the major psyop that's being pushed upon the worldwide population. Yeah, just going through the poem though, it's interesting because he kind of opens up a lot in this poem, saying that he wasn't a humble guy, he was kind of an asshole and he wanted things to go his way. He was the conductor of the mystery train. It's like, I just like that. I like that imagery too, yeah. I like too the kind of cheekiness in his verses. If I'd become whom we bereave, they'd have to lengthen every sleeve. Because he's taller. He's taller than Paul. Oh goodness, yes. So it's interesting because he talks about how he would just rather be William. He doesn't want this Paul McCartney role. Like, it's a bore to be someone else, and it's taken a toll on him obviously, you know, he's got to spit it out in this memoir, this fictional memoir, right? um, he's got to put it out there somehow. And I think he really did reveal a lot. And I find it funny down at the page, down on page 651, he says, you know, it's not cool. No, he says, I've seen it all from west to east. Like, okay, he inverted that. Usually people say east to west, right? However, the West is like a big thing with Freemasons, and they believe that God resides in the West, not the East. And actually, biblically, God belongs in the North. That is where his kingdom is in the North. But just for Freemasons' sake, the East is a dark, awful, lonely place. The West is where it is. And, you know, most Freemasons like to sniff each other out in a crowd. You know, they'll say, where are you coming from? You know, and if the guy says, oh, you know, I'm going westward, I'm going to the West, I'm traveling west, blah, 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 that kind of signals in that they're part of the club, right? Oh, those crazy, crazy boys. Two more points I just wanted to make. Like, on the very last page, I really like the line when he's talking about Jane Asher helping him from going from Saul to Paul. That is like a great biblical image, you know, because Saul was a soldier who persecuted and killed many, many, many Christian believers back in the day. And Yeshua came to him and blinded him and made him humble, put him down on his knees, made him see the glory of Yeshua, that he's real, and what these people are doing is real, you know, spreading the word, spreading the gospel. So Yeshua converted Saul into Paul, Saint Paul, right? Good old Paul. Yeah, I just like that. I like that imagery. I like the way it sounds. Yeah. And the last thing is I really like, you know, carry that weight is attached to golden slumbers, right? Golden slumbers fill your eyes. You know, I like this little verse when he says, it's time to fly, sleep now, don't cry. Let slumber fill your golden eyes. Yes, you know, I love that. It's, you know, because carry that weight is the connecting song to golden slumbers. Sorry. And I also like how in You Never Give Me Your Money, the instrumental outro has, you know, the orchestrated version of Golden Slumbers. I like that connection that they make. I like Abbey Road because of the like connections that they make, you know, with all the songs. I just think it's a cool album. It's great. As you can see behind me on my door, Abbey Road. Yes. Yeah, actually I just got, and I'm not trying to brag at all, but I just got my friend gave me an original vinyl press from 1967 of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. And yeah, I will show you the pictures here, and, you know, I'll lay them in here so you can see, but so happy. So I feel so blessed. It's gonna go in with all of my other Beatles albums, you know. Those are all from the 60s and real. I feel blessed to have those. Like, those are my treasured type of things, you know. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments. I'm curious to see you know, I feel bad for Bill. You know, I don't think it's easy at all to denounce your family. And number one, too, it's like he was, you know, tortured and sadistically programmed to be this person on the world stage. Whoever the person, you know, whoever the person was meant to be on the world stage. And this Paul opening vacancy was like written in the stars, as it was. See Supernatural Beatles for that one. And Billy was, I believe, you know, when he was born, sort of the same thing happened, is that he was set on this course to make a splash in the musical world and change the world, and he did. But I really do feel like he lost a lot to gain this role as McCartney. I don't know. That's just my own opinion. I feel for him in that respect, you know, because yeah. And also too, the whole, you know, he gets, you know, with all of my work, he gets the fame, you know, it's all Paul McCartney music, you know, and yes, he has made different music in different bands over the years, but never with his true given name attached to his work. And I think that's very sad, you know. I feel for him. I see the way that could just be a really hard thing to process and to deal with, you know, but seems like he's done a good job through his life doing it, and you know, he's going to keep on doing it, which is great, I guess, you know, as long as you got it in you. If he, you know, his voice is not where it used to be, unfortunately, but I mean, think of all the concerts he's actually done, you know. He has sung his throat out over his 80 years, or what, 60, maybe 65 years of singing, you know, and he was a great vocalist, great vocalist. He really is. And yeah, so I'll stop blabbering on, but I just feel a little bit bad for him. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, as always. I love you very much. Thank you for staying here with me at the end. If you are here with me at the end, have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
But though they may be parted, there is still a chance, Bill, that they will see.